text-to-voice synthesis provided by Vidnami. Why the military can't afford to wait. January 12, 2021 by Anna von Reitz. Quite simply, they are being lied to and misadvised by the very attorneys that are at the heart of this horrific, scandalous, criminal empire which functions under color of law, not law. The theory that the military has swallowed hook, line and sinker is that they can't arrest Joe Biden for treason until he takes a military oath of office and so, subjects himself to military law. That is Bushwah with a capital B. All municipal citizens of the United States are residents of the District of Columbia and are subject to its law. No need to wait and no excuses accepted. Once Biden takes the oath of office, he becomes the president and commander-in-chief, and instead of being able to arrest the rat, the military's hands will be neatly tied and they will have the excuse, again, that they can't act against their commander-in-chief. But they are acting against their commander-in-chief right now and spinning a lot of bullpucky trying to excuse their inexcusable inaction, just as they have done for the last 81 years, when the indecent collusion between the U.S. Inc. and the USA, Inc. began back in 1937. Wiping their hands of their duty to the states and people of this country and covering their own rumps is what this plan to let Joe Biden take the oath of office is all about. If the Joint Chiefs knew anything at all about law, constitutional, military or otherwise, if they were being honestly and properly advised, they would know that treason and high crimes committed by any municipal citizen of the United States at any time is cause for that citizen's immediate arrest. Allowing Joe Biden or anyone else, elected, via fraud is a crime. Allowing Joe Biden to sell his office to China is a crime. Allowing Joe Biden to extort money from anyone, including foreign governments, is a crime. These are all crimes that the Joint Chiefs will be guilty of as accomplices, and they will be guilty of a great deal more if they sit on their flat little rumps and promote any such scheme to allow Biden to take any oath of office pertaining to this country, our people, our purloined assets, or any position of trust, ever. All that allowing Biden near the podium will do is provide the perpetrator with the protection of official immunity except by impeachment by the endlessly corrupt Congress, which amounts to utter dereliction of duty and madness on the part of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. You don't throw Brer Rabbit into the briar patch and you don't let crooks take oaths of presidential offices subject only to impeachment by members of a criminal Congress. You don't tiptoe around and make excuses and try to dodge your absolute and sworn obligation to protect this country and its people from all enemies both foreign and domestic. Joe Biden is a domestic criminal called a denizen of Washington, D.C., inhabiting the District of Columbia. He is self-admittedly guilty and his confession is on videotape. Joe Biden has broken international law dozens of times, betrayed the Constitution innumerable times, and done nothing but play the nice guy, without actually being one for 40 years in a Congress that is misrepresenting its nature and authority and is guilty of all the same crimes that he has indulged in. The most glaring crime being committed by all these persons is breach of trust and criminal violation of their commercial contracts. If the Joint Chiefs and their plan is any indication of what the American states and people are depending upon, it's best to fact the facts right now. The military is as corrupt as the Congress and they are continuing to work hand in glove to evade their obligations to the constitutions and to the American states and people, to the military code of justice, to the Hague and Geneva Conventions, and to decency itself. They are doing nothing whatsoever but to cover their own butts, make excuses, and lie through their teeth, and they all deserve to be court-martialed.